Hello everyone, I am going to start a new chapter number 6, political parties. This is from political science. So before this chapters, we have completed those all chapters previously, and I have made this video and I have added these all things in playlist. So you can keep revision from there. And now we are going to start this new chapter. It's political parties. So let's start first. A party that secures at least 6% of the total votes in Lok Sabha elections or assembly elections in 4 states and wins at least 4 seats in Lok Sabha election is recognized as national party. A party that secures at least 6% of the total votes in an elections to the Legislative Assembly of a state and wins at least 2 seats. It's recognized as state party. Now next, tabulate 4 national parties and 4 regional parties of India. Now next, so national parties. So it is given Indian National Congress. BJP in short we say BJP. BJP is Bharatiya Janata Party. Its full form. CPI we listen in short. So its full form is Communist Party of India. CPIM is called the Communist Party of India. Marxist. So these are the names of party which is given here now. So now next here regional parties, which is these are national parties. Now it's regional parties. Next Akali Dal, it is in Punjab. DMK, it is in Tamil Nadu. RJD, it's in Rashtriya Janata Dal, it's in Bihar. And Shiv Sena, it is in Maharashtra. So these are called regional party, and these are now national party. So you need to be aware and be confident with these party names. So after that, these party names are very important, and many MCQs are being raised from there also. Now next we are going to complete from here. Components of a political parties are leaders, active members, and the followers. Now what is the given here, that if any political party is being run, so it's number one is that leaders, then active members, and third one is followers. Now next is partisanship. A partisan is a person who is strongly committed to a party, a group of faction, as the party's political are about a part of society. They involve partisanship. So it is called partisanship. So as you know very well, here it's given. Role of an opposition party. This is very important. So opposition parties mobilize opposition to the government. It puts forward its own reviews in parliament and criticizes the government for its failure. By doing this, it keeps a check on the ruling party. Next, source of inspiration of Bharatiya Janata Party. The source of inspiration of Bharatiya Janata Party is the ancient Indian culture and values. Cultural nationalism, Hindutva is an important element in the conception of Indian nationhood and politics. Thus, it's completing here. Now, this chapter is really very lengthy. When you will read in your NCERT book, then it's you will get there are many pages. But here we are covering in short those all important content. So it's very necessary to observe these all things. Next, source of inspiration of Bahujan Samaj Party. The Bahujan Samaj Party draws inspiration from the ideas and the teachings of Sahu Maharaj, Mahatma Phule, and Periyar Ramaswamy Naikar, and Baba Saheb Ambedkar. It stands for the interest and welfare of the Dalits and other oppressed people. Next, ideology of the Indian National Congress. Under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru, the Indian National Congress sought to build a modern secular democratic republic in India. The party propagates the secularism and welfare of the weaker sections and minorities of the society. It supports new economic reforms but with a human face. Next, now there are 3 kinds of party system as given below. First is one party system. This is very important structure. You need to be aware and understand this structure. It's coming generally in examination. So, one party system, in some countries, only one party is allowed to control and run the government. For example, in China, right now we are seeing in China there's only a single party system. So, you need to be aware. China, only the Communist Party is allowed to rule. Now, when we are talking about two party system, so two party system, in this system, several parties may exit, contest elections and win a few seat in national legislature, but only two main parties have serious chance to winning the majority of the seats to form government. For example, USA and UK. So in USA and UK, what happened? There are two party systems. So you need to be aware with these examples are very important. So in one party system, it's China, and when we are talking about two party system, so it's USA and UK. Now we are talking about multi party system. So, multi-party system, in this system, the government is formed by various parties coming together in a coalition. Now, when several parties in a multi-party system join hands for the purpose of contesting election and winning power, it is called an alliance or a front. For example, in India, there were three major alliances in 2004 parliamentary election. The National Democratic Alliance, it is called NDA also. The United Progressive Alliance, it is called UPA, and the Left Front. This system, on one hand, leads to political instability, but at the same time allows for the variety of interest and opinions to enjoy political representation. So, when we are talking about multi-party system, so first you can tell about India, and then you can see that how means that what the NDA we listen generally news NDA UPA. So these all things are very important to be aware and be confident. So generally these kinds of questions are being raised in examination. So you need to be aware and be confident. Now starting from here, efforts to reform political parties. So first what, the constitution has been amended to prevent elected MLAs and MPs from changing parties. Now if any elected MP or MLA changes his party, then he will lose his or her seat in legislative assembly or parliament. This amended law has helped to bring down the numbers of defection. Now, second, the Supreme Court has passed an order to reduce to the influence of money and criminals. Now it has become mandatory for every candidate who contests election to file an affidavit giving details of his assets and criminal cases pending against him. This has helped in making this information available to the public. Now, third one is that the Election Commission has passed an order making it necessary for political parties to hold their organizational elections and file their income tax returns. So these are very important points which you need to be aware that reform in political parties. So which kinds of reforms are being given here? So you need to be aware. Now next, role of money and muscle power grows during election. So what happened generally in elections? So it is being focused here. Since focus of the parties is on winning elections, they use shortcuts to win elections. They nominate candidates who have or can raise lot of money. In some cases, parties support criminals who can win elections. Thus, the role of rich people and big companies in the democratic process has been a cause of worry. So these points are really very important. You need to be aware and be confident here. So we have done till here. Now we will start from here. Dynastic succession. Most political parties do not practice open or transparent procedures for their functioning. So there are very few ways for an ordinary workers to raise to the top in a party. Those who happened, sorry, those who happen to be leaders are in a position of unfair advantage as they favor people close to them or even their family members. In many parties, the top positions are always controlled by members of a particular family, which is unfair to other members of the party and bad for democracy. Now next, a function of political parties. So what is the major role of political parties? It's very necessary to be aware and be confident to command all these all things. Number one, contesting election. Political parties contest elections. Now policies. Political parties put forward different policies and programs so that the voters can choose from them. The policies and programs of ruling party are expected to be followed by the government. Third, making law. Political parties play a decisive role in making laws for the country. Next, formation of government. Political parties form and run governments. The executive body is formed by people from the ruling party. Next, playing opposition. So, a party which does not get majority or come under the majority coalition needs to play the role of opposition. Now I'm turning this page because this chapter's contents are really very important. So now little bit is left. So we can discuss here, and after that we can come on chapter number 7. Its outcomes of democracy. This is also very important. So first we are completing this chapter. Now here, shaping public opinion. Political parties shape public opinion. They do so by raising and highlighting issues in the legislature and in the media. Next, providing access to the government machinery. Political parties provide people access to government machinery and welfare schemes implemented by governments. Thus, we have completed this chapter, and before these chapters, I have completed those all important chapters from political science, and I have completed those all very important chapters from economics. And I have made a series where I'm going to complete and where I'm going to command on those all chapters from social science. So now this is the last chapter of political science which is left. I will come in my new video, and then we can discuss on this chapter, outcomes of democracy. So till then, keep revision and keep your observe those all important content. It is very important for your examination. So keep revision.